Hey guys, okay, so I did this video, it was an interview video with Keyblader007, which you should obviously know from the title. Unfortunately, my mic wasn't working, so what I did was I typed the questions and then I asked through text. In order to make this a little bit more natural looking, I guess, I've decided to do separate videos where a separate video where I actually ask the questions, give it a little bit more, I don't know, personality, whatever, and then edit it in. So that's why the video of me and then this one is a little bit inconsistent. So anyway, we started off, the first question I asked was, what's your age?
My age, I'm 22. My birthday just passed May 26th. I don't really care if I tell people.
And then the second question I asked was, how long have you been into Beyblade?
Wow. Let me think. A little after the Beyblade anime first came out in America, I started playing, because I actually started with the tops before I knew about the show. And you want to hear the story of how everything happened? It's pretty cool in my opinion. Okay, so you probably heard of that big Toys R Us in Times Square in New York, right? Well, see, my mom took me there long time ago when Beyblade first came out, when they had Jikirio and Mega Arm and all that old stuff that really sucked. And they had a cool little, how do I put it, demonstration where they had this it looked like something you'd see out of the show. It was like this stadium bowl that completely curved down. It was really sweet. And I was part of a 5-way because I was given Blade. I got Jikirio, you know, the see-through colorless one. I mean, yeah, it's blue. It's kind of looks like Bistel, like cousin of Bistel in a way. That was my first ever Beyblade, and you know, she bought me with that one after. But okay, let me tell you the build-up. This is really cool. So, out of 5 kids, I'm one of them. They give me this blade to use to try it out. I rip it, and I beat all the other 4 kids, and I get this cool Beyblade sticker that's you could see it, it's in the back over here. You probably can't see it. I stuck it up. I'll show you another time. Yeah, I still have the damn sticker. Yeah, it meant a lot to me. And then she got me the Jikirio, and you know, then at Christmas time, I got my first stadium, a spin blaster, and my roller attacker, and that stupid, horrible spring grip that was such a piece of shit. And then, yeah, then it's all uphill or downhill depending on if you want to go by money from there.
So, how much do you think you've spent?
Oh god, I don't want to think about it. I spent $1,500 alone just from Japanese auction websites. Never again, because of all those stupid shipping and hidden fees from tax and hell no. Let's see, because I own pretty much every plastic blade ever made, not counting recolors of course, because I didn't really collect recolors. I got 90% of the HMS and a good starting portion of the Hasbro MFBs plus stadiums. A lot of money. A lot of money. Luckily, I had a lot of people helping me out, you know, gifts, parents and stuff growing up, so I didn't pay for it all myself. That burden came, you know, as I got older. But you know how it is, being our age and having to, yeah, you get it.
I've heard you say that Trigger V2 is your favorite. Is your favorite character from the actual show also Ray?
Yeah, that's true. Ray, I don't know. It's just I think he's the calm, cool, collected type. It's just like he appeals to me. It's like he knows how to be awesome without being too showy like Tyson. I like Tyson. Personally, I like Kai and Ray the best. Kai, the lone wolf, favorite character of most people, like the Sasuke of nowadays type of person. But Ray, you don't find many characters like Ray. He's just awesome, and Drigger is probably the best Beyblade single out of box Beyblade you can use. Not only V2, even S. And Japanese V ain't so bad. F is crazy. G wasn't bad either out of Engine Gears. Engine Gears kind of suck out of the box, but yeah, I try to tell people, they're always like, oh, I can own you with my Engine Gear blade. I'm like, yeah, no. But yeah, Drigger V2 is just friggin' amazing. It's like, as soon as I got my hands on one from the Sears special that came out in America, you probably know about that because it was impossible to get Drigger V2 before then because Hasbro screwed up with the V2s coming out. And I didn't really have a lot of Japanese stuff in the beginning or at all because I didn't really get into that until later on, but you can ask me that later. So yeah, with Drigger V2, it's a powerhouse. I know how to control it pretty well. I can knock people's blades into a bunch of pieces or out of the stadium, so yeah. Perfect Drigger V2 or Drigger V2 with the heavy metal core from Metal Drigger in Jap is one of my favorites. Simple custom.
How many of your friends still actually play with you?
How many of my friends still play with me? Unfortunately, not a lot. I only have 2 friends that still play now that are with me. I mean, like, if other friends that did play, if I asked them to play for fun, I'm sure they wouldn't say anything about it. They'd probably just do it for fun, but dedicated players would only be my opponent, Nicky, and even he kind of gets, annoyed about it, but I try to bring him back into the spirit, and, Robert, he was the cameraman for a lot of my recent videos that I've been posting up. He also plays. He can't really afford to buy a lot of them. None of us really can. Money's tight nowadays for a lot of people. Not you, it seems. You're better off than me, it seems. But, yeah, we're making do. I mean, Nicky's my only opponent. I still have Ruben as a cameraman. He used to play a while back, but he just, films it for us. And, yeah, so this is just me and Nicky and sometimes Robert.
And so, obviously, your collection is quite substantial, so the friends that do play with you, do they use, things out of your collection, or do they have their own?
Robert uses mine and Nicky's collection, but he has a small collection of his own that, we helped him build. Nicky, he has a good fraction of my collection because I helped him with a lot of stuff. I gave him a lot of free stuff. I gave him a free Blizzard Orthodox Japanese. Yes, the rare one that you're thinking of. That's, worth a lot of money. I'm a generous friend. I gave him free Dark Blades. Yeah, that's how he's offering you that Dark Dronzer because, he had a spare because I gave him 2. Yeah, some people don't even have 1, and I have several. Yeah, lucky me.
And how many new in the box tops do you have, or do you think you have?
How many new in box do you? I think. When you say new in box, do you mean still sealed, or that I still keep them in the box? Because I always put Beyblades back in the box if I'm done with a combo or something. Well, recently, today and the other day, when I was looking through a bunch of shit, I actually did find a lot of new in-box blades. That's why I put some up for sale, because, I don't need that many. But I'd say somewhere between 20 and 30 new in-boxes I have. Some are being sold, and others, spare for combos that I like to keep.
What do you think is so appealing about the game?
Let's see. Well, the fun of it, first of all, that's, what keeps me going. The anime does always help. When there's no anime, the whole drive kind of drops down by like 50 to 80% for some people. That alone is what killed Beyblade back in '04. I like the scale, even though a lot of people don't agree that there is scale, which pisses me off. You know there is, I know there is. You can't be some regular person and just take a Beyblade of any kind and try to win with it. No, you gotta know about the parts. Statistics help. There's a lot of science involved if you want to go that far. Beyblade has some crazy variations where you can go. I don't like the illegal customizations that you can do, like, add knives and stuff to them, blades. I mean, sure, I've done stupid stuff like that for fun, but never, like, serious, because, it is dangerous, and I like to play by the rules, for the rules, because that's what keeps the game going and, alive. I like the variations of combos, especially what Plastic Generation had. Best variation of combos and shit you can do. The launcher, oh my god, the grip. That had some awesome stuff you could do. I have all the accessories. And I have a lot of spare of the accessories too that I'm selling, so yeah, there's that. Yeah, you're happy. More shit for you to buy, why not? Yeah, I think that's it.
How did you feel about the whole 4-year hiatus between the series, between G-Revolution and Metal Fusion?
Well, that was, like I said, that was a bit of a dry period, because I went to the World Championships back in '04. I was 15. I had to sneak in and lie about my age, because, you have to be 14 or under, God forbid. You can't play a spinning top game if you're a little older.
Yeah, I saw you on the video they did.
Yeah. You could also see me on the original videos if you could ever find them. I think Beyblade.com completely changed that around so you can't find them anymore. But yeah, I think I saved them somewhere. Well, after that, I collected some here and there. Like I bought a lot of the Jap stuff around that time period. And I went to a lot of those hobby tournaments at the, that store that I posted tournament videos of a long, long time ago. Did a lot of those tournaments. I won like 90% of them. Zombie combination and all that shit.
Do they still do stuff like that?
If they do, I wouldn't know because I stopped going there because, you see, I used to like Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot, and, I'm not dissing or anything, but a lot of people that play can be real assholes, especially in tournaments, and that place had the most, like, douchebaggest people on earth, and, yeah, they were, like, disrespectful, making fun of us and stuff. It wasn't a fun environment. The store was small. It got old fast. Another annoying thing with the store is, like, they always said, like, people don't want to go to the tournaments because you're always winning, and then if I don't show up, no one comes. So it's like, what do you want from me?
Well, how do you feel about the new tops and the new anime?
The new anime I like. I gotta admit, it's not bad. I like the Jap more than the English, but since you can only find sub up to like the first 14, 15 episodes, I got stuck watching the dub, which has really crappy dialogue. They made Benkei really sound retarded. Yeah, they made the crab guy, I forgot his name, they made him absolutely horribly annoying as hell with the crab puns. Oh my god, the crab puns. And Ryuga just sounds like the worst voice actor ever in the history of anime. But the story is awesome, I like it. Kind of reminds me of Tyson and all that. The new tops, when I first started them in '08, I didn't really like them because I started the Japanese ones, the horoscope series, which weren't 5-layer, and kind of boring, kind of crappy. But then when the new ones came out in English, because I didn't want to spend all money on Jap again, the import really kills in price. I decided I like them. You know, the show is honestly what really sparked me into getting them. It's like, oh, you see this, I gotta have that. I gotta tell you, I fell in love with Earth Eagle when I saw it in the anime, because the dude who plays Tsubasa actually played the original Kai in the original Beyblade anime. Not a lot of people know that. So, yeah, he kind of connects it back for me. And he's kind of like a Ray person, if you think about it, because the way he is, he's like the old Ray was. So, yeah, there's that. And there's just some blades that I just see, and it's just, it really sparks the old, you know, want to battle, want to get new tops. Like, I love Poison Serpent, even though the blade itself isn't great. When I saw it in the show, I had to have it. It just looks so flavorful, you know. What can I say?
How would you feel about the return of the old tops as like maybe like a retro release or something?
Return about the old tops. That would really be nice. I mean, it would bring a lot of the old fans back, which would be really cool in my opinion, especially because a lot of new fans are dissing the old ones because they never really got to enjoy them. You know, that kind of hurts, because how can you diss the original series that really started the revolution of Beyblade? And it would also be fun for me because, you know, maybe they'll release some old cool ones that I don't have enough of yet, and I could go get them again, or some recolors, or something, you know?
Yeah, one of the things I hated was that, you know, some of the little kids that have seen the new show now have no idea that there was a previous series before that ran for 3 seasons.
As long as Hasbro doesn't mess it up again.
And what's your favorite stadium?
Yeah, you don't know how many, like, comments I get daily saying, like, oh, new Beyblades are way better, the old Beyblades suck, you don't know what you're talking about, make new videos, make videos with the MFBs. I'm like, I do, if you actually pay attention and stop hating on the old stuff that you never touched before. But I digress. What can you do?
And what's your favorite stadium?
My favorite stadium, well, that you'd have to ask me by company, because it's like, I have a favorite Hasbro, and I have a favorite Takara, and I also have a favorite size for each of them. So, I guess you could say there's like 3 or 4 of my favorite stadiums, I would have to say. Takara, well, let's see. The Tornado would be my favorite basic stadium, obviously, you know. Tornado is awesome, that Tornado Ridge is a lot of fun, and that was actually the first Takara stadium I ever played in. I had this friend that flew in from Philadelphia that we became friends over the phone and stuff over a whole summer, and he flew in 2 weeks so he could go to the World Championships with me. In the end, he became a real asshole and backstabbed me, but the time he was there was fun. And I discovered Japanese parts and Japanese this, Japanese that, all the accessories. It opened my mind to a whole new thing. I got to try out blades that I've only seen pictures of. It was amazing. And yeah, the favorite big Takara stadium would probably be the Super Stadium. I love that Super Stadium. It's just so much fun. Now, do you want to know about Hasbro or not? I know a lot of people don't like Hasbro. My favorite Hasbro stadium, basic size, would have to be the Dragoon Hurricane, because, you know, I'm an offensive player. I love that speed, I love that attack, and I'm sure you know, since you've been one of my greatest followers, that video with that stadium started my big, my big thing of becoming Keyblader and becoming famous. As famous as you would say I am. And my favorite other stadium for Hasbro would be the Vortex, because, you know, it's awesome, it's big, enough said. Did you know that it took 2 years for that video of, Beyblade Battle with Jurgerby 2 to get famous enough for me to ever do another one? 2 whole years, it just let it rot on YouTube while the views just getting bigger and bigger, and I kept getting more and more comments until it just got insane. And then I just decided to do more videos, and, the rest is history. It's not more about the views, I think it's more about the comments, It's like, when I hear from the people itself, it really gets me going. You probably realize this, but I'm one of the few users on YouTube that actually responds to every single comment I get, if it's not an asshole or a diss or some hating mark or just something stupid. If it's legitimate, I will respond. Even if it takes me 2 months, I do it.
Yeah, I've thought that for a while now that you should have been a partner by now.
See, the thing is, I got offered a partnership on several videos. It's just the fact that I use copyrighted music that I keep getting put down. And my friend said it's bullshit because a lot of partners use copyrighted material. And I'm kind of stuck here. I don't know what to do. If you have any ideas to help me out with that, that'd be great. I'd love to start getting money for this. It would really help the drive for me and Nikki because, money's tight. I currently don't have a job. And, yeah, that'd be great.
So many other people who play the game have partnerships and don't have any variety in their videos. They use the same tops over and over again, or they have like 1 or 2 stadiums that they use over and over again. And you've probably got, more stadiums than, anybody else that I've seen on YouTube, and a lot of them I haven't ever seen anywhere else either.
Well, yeah, that's one thing I like to pride myself about. I mean, I know it's copyrighted, and, full credit to the artist, but it's just no fun without some music. I mean, Tamer Brad personally commented on a few of my videos saying he hates the music and he only watches them muted, but, fuck him. I like to make each video personal. I don't do any editing. They're all, take it as you go. I play the music, I have a whole process. And, what can you do?
When you watched the new series, did you notice the similarities between, the first season of the original series and then, the first season of the new series? Like, for example, the Blade Sharks and the Face Hunters, etc.
Yeah, I did. Blade Shark, Face Hunters. I definitely noticed that. That's kind of what drew me to the appeal. I mean, sure, some people might criticize it, but hey, it's drawing to the appeal of the first crowds of Bladers that started with that anime. Like I said, I honestly started before the anime, which is ironic, and then I found out about it when, a little after I started collecting a lot. I remember how excited I was just to get a friggin' Dragoon Storm. It was like the highlight of my year. Back then, getting those like Blade Breaker blades was the best thing ever. I remember regretting not buying enough Trigger S's in the past too. I got like 8. Maybe not 8, but a lot. More than 3.